In Detroit, roving groups of youths began to set fire to buildings, thousands of them, in a Halloween-inspired orgy of arson called Devil's Night. People in Detroit feared for their lives and homes on Halloween, and the whole country was starting to fear for their kids. In the 1970s, rumors began circulating of children dying from razor blades and poisons in trick-or-treat candy. Parents panicked, and X-raying candy became a common occurrence on Halloween night.
With Halloween just 4 days away, officials are urging extra caution this year in Los Angeles.
As it turned out, there were razor blades found in some apples, but they apparently did not cause any deaths. As for poisoned Halloween candy, some children did die from it, but investigators drew the same shocking conclusion from each case. These children were poisoned not by strangers, but by members of their own families.
Trick-or-treat is about trust. These are complete strangers, opening doors to complete strangers. There's a lot of trust in it in our culture now, and I think that that's something that desperately needs to be preserved, which is why all the Halloween tamperings were such an awful thing, because it undercuts that essential trust, which is crucial to the holiday.
Halloween's a time for excitement and make-believe, all right, but it's also a time when you need to be careful to watch out for danger and help friends do the same.
Safety has become a huge worry on Halloween, especially for parents.
It's important that you and your friends go trick-or-treating only in a familiar neighborhood.
Fear has always guided Halloween night, but what the ancient Celts feared on Halloween were otherworldly spirits. What we're usually afraid of is each other. The terror has only worsened by the way popular culture has dealt with Halloween.
Halloween night. A small American town. 15 years ago.
Movies like Halloween have spawned numerous nail-biting knockoffs and helped spread the idea that Halloween is a night of evil-doing, a night where death is in the air and fear lurks just around the corner. Hollywood has forever made Halloween movies dripping with ghosts and gore, from the creepy to the comical.
There's a spook in Tin Pan Alley, walking on the piano keys. He's a jiving country to make the most of his rhythmic tendencies. So better watch out, someone's about, haunting the town with new kinds of rhythm.
Halloween is the most horrible and at the same time the most humorous of holidays. It evokes all of the things we're most frightened of, and therefore there's a fearsome quality to it. But it also allows us to mock them or make fun of them, which adds a frivolous dimension.
If you see him once, he'll really hex you. Yes, that man can really vex you with his bass.
By taming Halloween, we've turned much of this ancient Celtic night of fear into fun. But this age-old celebration of earthly chaos can probably never be stopped altogether.
Be sure every night that you lock the door tight, turning on every light, making all the room bright. If you don't do it right, what a terrible fright he will give you when he comes.
3,000 years ago, the ancient Celts introduced us to a night when the dead roamed the earth, the night of Halloween. The world of those Celts lies in ruins today, but the pagan beliefs they helped spread live on.
Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come.
Groups of contemporary witches, or covens like this one in Connecticut, embrace pagan views and have spun off the New Age movement to grow rapidly in popularity in the U.S. Halloween is one of their most important nights of the year.
I call upon Lucy. They are here.
I call upon James George.
When we do a Samhain ritual, we invite in our loved ones who have passed on. We never invoke or command them to join us because we feel that they may have better things to do than come join us for an hour. They may have been reborn.
Go in peace. Blessed be.
For contemporary pagans, Halloween includes many of the elements of the ancient Celtic holiday. Firelight, prayer, and even the sacred symbol of the harvest, the apple.
The apple is said to be a sacred fruit.
The apple has always been closely associated with the goddess. When you cut an apple in half crosswise and you hold it up, you will see the shape of a five-pointed star, which is our sacred symbol.
In their union is the spark of creation and the culmination of every harvest.
The knife represents the male and the chalice represents the female, and we say when conjoined in union they are one. They are the energy which is present in all life and all life forms.
Weavers, weavers, we are weaving the web of life.
The darkness and the drama, it's all very mystical and fun. I think that's what makes Halloween such an exciting holiday for many of us.
Weavers, weavers, we are...
By embracing the religion of ancient Ireland, contemporary witches reject the conventional religious world. This has put them at the center of the age-old battle between paganism and the church. Some Christian groups are continuing the fight against what they call the Devil's Holiday. One such group created this anti-Halloween film from a series they call Pagan Invasion.
Christians can gather together at Halloween and use the night to educate themselves to the dangers of paganism and to take the opportunity to pray and wage spiritual warfare against the powers of darkness in their community.
Some churches are now trying to use Halloween to spread Christian messages. Fundamentalist groups like this one in Dennis, Massachusetts, are building what they call Halloween hell houses and filling them with very contemporary horrors. Visitors to Hell House are subjected to gruesome images of sinners suffering horrible punishments, including demonic possession, and a woman being sent to hell for having an abortion.
We are saying something through the whole exhibit, and what we're saying is you're responsible for your actions.
Can you do this?
Just the snake on the arm?
The snake rides up the...
To go with that dark-colored waist.
But to most people, Halloween will never be about religion or witchcraft. On October 31st, most folks are just looking for a good time.
Curly blonde like this one?
Yeah.
Americans spend some $2.5 billion a year on Halloween, making it the second biggest commercial holiday, behind only Christmas. More than half of all American homes will be decorated on Halloween.
Trick-or-treat!
And practically every American child goes trick-or-treating.
The good house is across the street, man. Thank you. I got dots. You got dots?
And no Halloween would be complete without a costume parade and a visit to a haunted house.
Plenty of room in hell.
Filled with ghouls and ghosts and plenty of stage blood. This beloved Halloween ritual grew out of folk beliefs about houses that held ghostly spirits. Though the past few decades have turned Halloween into a kids' holiday,
Don't just stand there, move.
It is now soaring in popularity among adults as well.
Halloween's become an adult holiday because why should kids have all the fun?
You can perform. You're on your own stage.
I think it's fun. I think it's playful. I think it's profound. I think it's deep.
I think I might be somebody like a vampire or something like that.
During the 50s and 60s, it was pretty much exclusively a children's celebration. What you've seen in the 70s, 80s, and 90s is more and more adult costuming, adult masquerade parties, jack-o'-lantern carving parties among adults, all this adult activities. I think in part it's because those children of the 50s and 60s grew up with Halloween and liked it.
Those baby boomers and their kids now flock to huge and wildly extravagant Halloween parades for adults, like this one in New York City's Greenwich Village. No tricks are played, and the treats are purely visual, as revelers flaunt their costumes in elaborate displays.
It's saying, you know, look how wild I am. You know, you didn't think I was like this, did you? We do allow this wild side to come out for one night a year, and I think it's a good thing that we do. Clearly we need it, or millions and millions of people would not do it.
For kids and adults alike, Halloween is above all about fantasy.